In this exclusive pro video, we bring you 14 interesting facts and curiosities that you should know about the Soccer World Cup, which in 2022 is being hosted in Qatar, in the Middle East. The top 32 classified national teams will compete in 64 matches for almost an entire month. There are many reasons why this one will be unlike any other, so keep watching. At the end of the video we will also tell you where the future 2026 World Cup will be hosted. Let's then begin. Number 1. Never before it was held in wintertime. June or July are the traditional Northern Hemisphere summertime to enjoy the Cup. But in Qatar it had to be adapted to a more favorable weather to avoid the typical summer days of around 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, and move to the most pleasant December days of 4 to 29 degrees Celsius, 3 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 2. Investment never seen before in a World Cup. The spending and investment estimates reached $220 billion just to provide the right infrastructure, making Qatar the costliest World Cup to date. In round numbers that's about 10 times more than the next most expensive World Cup like Brazil for $19 billion or Russia for $23 billion. No other country had to build 7 complexes from scratch like Qatar did. In comparison, the Cup held in South Africa was 64 times less expensive with a mere $3.5 billion. Number 3. Hop on, hop off stadium landscape. This Cup will take place in the smallest number of stadiums which are located so close to one another that planes and trains become almost useless. Neither is more than 60 kilometers from the other, so fans will be able to attend more than one match per day. The furthest are Al Bayt and Al Wakra with 144 kilometers apart, but those in all stadiums are interconnected by the Doha Metro line. Simply amazing. Number 4. Over 1 million spectators. Qatar is a very well-established and recognized travel hub in the Arabic Peninsula and in addition centrally and strategically located between major geographic regions. The estimated 1,300 incoming daily flights will carry over 1 million international spectators shouldn't then be a surprise. Number 5. First in the Middle East. Yes, Qatar is the very first Cup in the Middle East and becomes second in Asia after Japan, South Korea, 2002. The last new region opened by the Cup was Africa when it was hosted in South Africa in 2010. Number 6. Smallest host but with record numbers. Smaller than New York City, with only 11,571 square kilometers, Qatar is the smallest Cup host country by land and population of just 2.8 million. It is 10 times smaller than the next country in the host list, Uruguay, with 176,215 square kilometers and 3.5 million gauchos. Number 7. Dedicated alcohol-friendly fan zones. If you were not aware, alcohol, ethanol for the matter, is considered by Muslim an intoxicant and hence forbidden. Qatar being Muslim country and a Cup host then created fan zones throughout the country to limit but satisfy the needs of the international visitors for which it is an element of their culture. The liquid is not available in the stadiums but sold in the fan zones at less expensive price than what's typical for Qatar. Number 8. Shortest World Cup ever. In 29 days, the Cup will host 64 games played from November 20th to December 18th, which made Qatar the Cup with the least duration in history. 9. Debut of the semi-automatic offside. VAR, for video assistant referee, debuted in 2018 Russia and the technology brought its pros and cons. Since then, technology progressed, and in Qatar 2022 you will meet SAOT, short for semi-automated offside technology. 12 cameras will capture the ball movements and up to 29 data points for each of the players, fed 50 times per second, in critical parts of their bodies that account when calculating the out-of-game. But there is more. The ball, Al-Rilla, will now have a sensor to calculate when the ball was hit thanks to the 500 times per second data feed, accurately evaluating the kickpoint moment. Number 10. 5, and even 6, changes per game allowed. In May 2020, COVID-19 brought 5 subs per game, instead of 3, and the rule was extended until end of 2022, so the Cup in Qatar will also see this rule applied. They can be made up to 3 different times to keep the flow and rhythm of play. When overtime is required, each team will have a 4th chance and a 6th substitution is then possible. 11. Yes. Female referees. It was about time that those who bring everyone to life in this world also take a central and essential role in the game in Qatar. This will be the first Men's World Cup in which 6 female referees judge the actions of the players. Stephanie Frappert from France will be referee. Salima Mukansonga from Rwanda, referee. Yoshimi Yamashita from Japan, referee. Nusa Bak from Brazil, will roll as assistant referee. Karen Diaz Medina from Mexico, assistant referee. Catherine Nesbitt from the USA, also assistant referee. 12. Outdoors, the local winter might get hot, but stadiums will be prepared. Middle East is one of the hottest regions in the world, and in Qatar during humid winter the temperatures will still peak the high 20s in December, the coolest month of the year. But don't desperate, because all Qatar's brand new stadiums feature central air conditioning. Each will require about 115 megawatt hours per game to cool you off. That equates to about 350,000 home air conditioners, when all 8 stadiums are hosting a game. Number 13. Stadiums are expensive? Yes, the tickets too. Want to see the final from the grandstand? No problemo, just bring 5,850 Qatari riyals or $1,607 for the most expensive view, up 46% from the $1,100 for the 2018 final in Russia. If it hurts your pocket, then you can experience the thrill from this other cheapest angle of the stadium for a mere $820. Don't get desperate, because group matches start at $94 for international fans, except if you want to be on camera during the opening match, which will cost you $483. Are you Qatari citizen? Then come to this special ticket booth where you will enjoy a discounted rate of as low as $13 for the group matches. Number 14. Mascot of Qatar 2022 and its meaning. Meet Laib, the official mascot of Qatar 2022, whose name in Arabic means super skilled player. It is based on the gutra, the typical Arab headdress of the region. According to FIFA, he belongs to a parallel mascot verse that is indescribable. Everyone is invited to interpret what it looks like. Laib will be known for his youthful spirit, spreading joy and confidence everywhere he goes. This last fact refers to the future. Where will the World Cup next go? The next stop, in 2026, will be hosted between Mexico, the United States and Canada. It is now time to end this video with a good laugh. Do they already have a metro system that connects all the stadiums like Qatar? Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please let us know by hitting the like button, sharing it with your family and friends, and subscribe to our pro channel to get notified when we have new interesting videos created for you. See you in our next upload. Have a great day.